And this next shelf, these are very much tools, as I looked at them. Bone and antler over there.
Yes.
Actually, you said that's not bone, but that's for working with bone?
Yes. These tools are hard enough to cut through the bone and carve it without breaking down. They can keep an edge. Things like this are very important because you can't get that kind of working the surface out of a saw. You have to have agate or a very hard flint called chert. And that chert and that agate, like quartz, is the only one that can actually do it.
That says yellow jasper, and the yellow jasper is hard enough.
Exactly, it's hard
Now,
too.
the hair abrader, this is to get the hair off the hide.
Correct.
And the red jasper up in front, it says hide polisher.
Mm-hmm.
So you're using the jasper then to get a surface.
See, when the hide is still in process, it has a rough surface to it, and you have to take a small amount of abrading material, like cornmeal or some other soft material, and rub it into the hide with that polisher. And that takes the wrinkles out of the hide, because if you're going to make moccasins out of it, you don't want any kind of wrinkle to develop in your moccasin when you're walking.
No,
It makes it completely smooth.
but you wouldn't find the remnants of cornmeal up there after all those years.
Oh no.
But the hide cutter is what you're using to cut the hide
Yes.
as you're working with her, either making moccasins or clothes
What you do is you
or a
put
backpack
You
type.
put your footprint down on the hide, you draw around it, and you cut it out with that hide cutter. And that's how you do it.
What cobblers have done for years. You have a thumb knife as you're working, which says yellow jasper, and in the back we have a thumb knife of opal.
Yes.
But is opal that hard?
It is for very, very small things, like internal organs that they use for very small objects that are sacred. I'll give you an example. If you have a bladder of a deer or a bladder of an elk, they're watertight, so you want to put things that are very, very, very tender when you tan them out.
Mm-hmm.
That you take a small opal knife hide that you go along through here, and those are knife hides because they're so thin. The bladder is thinner than actually external hide. Internal hide
Yeah.
is very, very tender. So you want something soft but still effective in cuts. So, and what they call a knife hide, the Indians call it, because it's internal, it's softer. You have to take a small knife like that that's delicate, and you tan the hide out with that.
And yeah, that would work with an opal because that is a little softer.